Hello, hello. Hey, MJ at Westside. Hey, lurkers. Happy Thursday. Give it a few minutes. Hopefully we'll get some more people in. Get a big update, so I want to wait till we get some more people on before I get that out the way. So how you guys doing? Is there a game on tonight? I guess I can't complain. We're only 9 days in, but oh, okay, college. That's why I didn't know. I don't really follow college. I haven't since I was young. I'm just waiting for the playoffs to kick off. Yep. AFC games on Saturday and then NFC's on Sunday. Who do I got to win it all? I'm hoping Philly manages to keep it going and wins it all, because that's my team. I'm not too worried about anybody up until the championship game. The Lions are the only team I'm really worried about. I know a lot of people think the Chiefs are going to get their three-peat, but honestly, I don't think the Chiefs can beat the Bills. Considering the Bills just came back, or just lost to the Bills, what, a few weeks ago. Hurts is back. Sweating the Jags. They're not even in the playoffs. And they just fired Dougie Pete. Yeah, KC does not look like they have looked for the last few years. I mean, they're still doing good. They only lost one game. Because, I don't count that last game of the season when Carson Wentz was pretending like he knows how to play quarterback. But yeah, I honestly I don't think they can take down the Bills. So I think for the AFC it's going to be the Bills. And NFC is going to be either the Eagles or the Lions. But I don't know, though. If it ends up with the Lions and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, that might be a better game than the Super Bowl. As far as just a quality game, that one might be better. I would like to see the Eagles versus the Bills. Just because I'd like to see if we can take down the Bills. We have that division next year. They already released the schedule. So our AFC our AFC opponents for next year are going to be the the AFC South, I think. So it'll be the Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs and Chiefs and Chargers. Weird thing is we have the Bills on that schedule too. It's like, okay, how do we have one team from another AFC conference on that schedule? That usually never happens. So what's going on, everybody? Got 8 folks on now. Hoping to see Richard pop up because he lives right on one of the tail areas of the big California fires. So I'm hoping he's doing all right. All right, gonna give it a couple more minutes. And then I got a big update for you guys. This is the one you've been waiting on. And then we will get this thing going. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, he lives want to give away any personal information or anything, but he does live rather close to one of those big fires. Alright, I'm going to get the beginning little bits out the way. Hopefully we'll get a few more folks on soon. For anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Gachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being the little purple bubble mailer, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, it is an additional $35 charge on top of that. It is the only way you can ensure your coins all the way through the mail. And keep in mind that if you do have it sent registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. If you're new, you can't get stuff by the end of the night. You just have to send us an email by the end of the night. It has to have your personal info, shipping info, your channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that email, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. We do also hold packages if you want to maximize your shipping. So if you do, just make sure to let us know. It's always a good idea to send us an email too. Let us know to hold your packages. Because, you know, less you have to spend on shipping, the more you can spend on the good stuff. And here is our Facebook link. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. So if you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. We do put the lot list on there every time we have a sale. So that way you can go and see what's available. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, again, send me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the ability to pre-purchase items as soon as that email hits your, or as soon as the lot list hits your email. We send it out, like I said, a couple of days before every sale. We do not charge right away for pre-purchases. We wait until the night of the sale, and then once the sale is done, we invoice everyone together. Pre-purchases is just like our sales, is first come, first serve. So if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. Excuse me. Right? All right, so I will be doing a stream. It'll be probably either tomorrow or Saturday. And it will be, if I can figure out something to do and get it together quick enough, I'll make it a coin talk episode. But either way, it will be the giveaway for the monthly loots for everybody who got something in December. So that is coming up this weekend. What time? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not even sure which day it's going to be on yet. Just keep an eye out. You don't have to be there to win. But typically, if I do it as a coin talk episode, it usually ends up being around the same time as when I start the sales. So it can be like anywhere between 5 and 7 Pacific. But otherwise, you know, you can always watch it in replay. All right, and then I do have the big update for the stream and consignment sale happening with Rick, Mr. Rick Snow. So everybody, make sure you make note of this and help us get word out. Anywhere you're at, social medias or coin channels or anywhere, help get word out about this. Officially, Saturday, February 8th. Is it the 8th or 9th? Hang on. Yes, 8th. Okay. So February 8th, it will be a Saturday. The stream will be starting at 2 p.m. That is the official time and date. If there's anybody out there that was not aware of what's going on, we are doing this is the first time we've actually been able to talk him or talk to Rick and get him to do it. It's going to be a live stream. Hang on. Let me double check. It'll be Mountain Time. So 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and then go from there. Because I'm in Arizona. Right now we're on Mountain Time. California is an hour behind us. So 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, we are going to be doing a live stream with Rick Snow on camera. And it is also going to be a consignment sale, and we are going to be streaming it from his shop, Eagle Eye Rare Coins. So if anybody doesn't know who Rick Snow is, he is the world's foremost expert on Flying Eagle and Indian Cents. He literally wrote all of the books on it. Almost all of the Aaron varieties are named after him. Whenever you see those and they say Snow 1, Snow 2, Snow 3, that's him. He is also one of the biggest U.S. coin experts, period. Yes, it is 6:30 p.m. here right now. Now, as I said, help us advertise for this because we need a really, really good turnout. Because I did speak to him a few days ago, and he did say if it goes well enough, he is interested in the idea of making it like a twice a year kind of thing. So that benefits our channel, that benefits you guys in a big way. So help get word out. We need to make it big and successful so that way he will do the twice a year thing. But all right, that's the big one. Let's get this thing going. All right, so a lot of you probably realize that are on the mailing list. We have no banknotes this week. Just wasn't able to pick up any this week, so. But I will make sure to get some again soon. So, alrighty. The only 2 medallions that were on the list went in pre-sale. So, we are starting off this week with Ancients. We got three or four. 4 Ancients tonight. Yes, sir. I know they can be a little pricey, but I always encourage everybody should get it. If you're into coins, you should get into ancient coins. It is the biggest bit of history you can possibly do. You know, it's where it all started. There's awesome history to it. And it's just cool to think, like, you know, whose hands have these coins been in? So, for example, like the first one here. 359 to 336 BC. Kingdom of Macedonia. This is Philip II. This was the father of Alexander the Great. So, 6.4 gram bronze. They didn't have denomination names back in those days. It was bronze, silver, or gold, or electrum, and it was how much it weighed. The only ones that really had names was like the staters and the drachms and the tetradrachms. But bronzes and stuff, that really just went by weight. That we know of. It wasn't until a bit later that they started calling them like foluses and all that stuff. But this thing is in impeccable condition for, you know, being a 2,300-year-old coin. And it's going for $85. Anybody? So that is on the obverse there. That is Zeus. That is the head of Zeus. And then the reverse is a soldier on a horse. Oh yeah, for a bronze, this thing is in really good condition. But, alright, moving on. Apparently nobody wants it. I've had that's like the 4th time I've had that coin out, and just nobody wants it. I need to find more Ancients people to get them on this channel. Next up, 244 to 249 AD Rome. This is another Philip, popular name back then. This is Philip I. This is a silver Antoninus, or I hate that word. However the heck you say that word. And this is going for $50. So during this time, the average silver was like 80, I think 88% was like the best they could do at the time. So that tends to be the average of the silver in the coins. It's easy to forget that, you know, back then they didn't have the technology we have now to be able to separate out and purify metals. But they did their best. Moving on. No love for ancients tonight, I guess. Next up, 337 to 361 AD Rome. Constantius Pius. This is a bronze Centenalis. And going for $25. Which, given the condition, I probably honestly have this thing underpriced because this is also in really good condition. So not to be, not to be confused with Constantine. That was a completely different person from a different time period. This is Constantius Pius. $25. Between 16 and 1700 years old. That was an old coin. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last of the ancients, 591 to 628 AD, Sasanian kings. This would have been the Second Persian Empire. This is Kuso II. 90% silver drachma. It is AU. Very shiny. It's going for $85. Yeah, this thing pretty much looks like it was made yesterday. But, you can never really call an ancient coin uncirculated. So I never go higher than an AU on a coin for an ancient. So that is the bust of Kuso. Anybody? All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those, let me know. If anybody decides you want all of them, I could probably work out a little bundle deal for them. All right, next up. Got a mixed date Canadian cent roll. It's a full roll, 50 coins, going for $5. Last time Canada minted a penny was in 2012. Then they discontinued the pennies. and again, this is a mixed date roll. I know there's at least some King George the Youngers in there. All right, moving on. All right, next up, started off with 2 of these. We only have 1 now. 1 went in pre-sale. It's a little 4 Canadian nickel bundle for $5. This is both dates of the Tombacks and both dates of the chrome-plated steels. So it's the Tomback bronze, 1942. It's got the classic beaver reverse. And then the 1943 Tomback bronze. That's got the victory reverse. And then the 1944 chrome plated steel. Victory reverse. And the 1945 chrome plated steel. Victory reverse. So all 4 of these coins were done because during World War II, Canada needed nickel for making armor. So they ended up changing up how they made their coins for 4 years. It's only $1.25 a coin. Anybody? Going to Doug. Congrats, Doug. All right. Then the 337, 361 bronze. The okay, the Constantius Pius Centenalis. You got it. All right, next up. This is a 10 Canadian quarter bundle. These are not silver. These are not from the silver years. Going for $5. So it's only 2 times face. This is 250 face. You got 1971. '73. That was their centennial release. It's got the Mountie on the back. 74. 75. 77. 78. 79, 81, 82, and 84. Anybody on this one? $5. And again, it's only 2 times face. That's 50 cents a coin. I know a lot of people that connect Canadian or Canada's out there. The non-silver quarters are one of the things that they rarely ever get. People tend to pull all the Canada stuff out of the, you know, like when you get the world coin by weight. And going to Doug. Congrats, sir. Yeah, exactly. They're great for fillers. Get some of your collection filled up in those holes. All right. The Canada King George 4-coin bundle went in pre-sale. So we are now on to Canadian large cents. Starting, that's a typo. It's supposed to be 1876. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. 1876 H. That H, for anybody who doesn't know, that is Heaton and Sons. Hey, Bo. This one's in a fine, going for $8. Little 8, the H mint mark is that little dot right there. Hey, Monkey King. I gave an update at the beginning of the stream. The stream and sale with Rick Snow is going to be February 8th. It's a Saturday. It's starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. So I'm asking everybody to help advertise for it because he said that if it goes well enough and we get a good enough turnout, that he'll do it like a twice a year kind of thing. Yeah, that's fine, man. You can hit me up later if any of them are still around, which I'm sure some of them will be. All right, moving on. Next up, we have 3 available. This is the 1882H. We have one that's a VG for $6, and then we have 2 of them that are VFs at $8 each. So that's the $6 one. Hey, congrats, man. And then here is the first VF. And the second VF. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1884 VF for $8. By the way, for anybody who's never seen one of these are in small dollar holders. So these are almost the size of US small dollars. Well, you're on the mailing list. As soon as the email hits or the lot list hits your email, go check all your stuff. That's why you're on the mailing list. So you can check ahead of time. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last one, we have 3 available. These are 1888s. They're all VFs. They're $8 each. There is a number 1. Oh, sorry, there's 2 of them. Not 3. I accidentally put an extra one on the list. So there's 2 available, not 3. I was wondering why I showed an extra lot on the list. Now I know. I figured I just miscounted. All right, moving on. And then the last one is a 1901 VF. This was the final year of the Victoria before it switched over to King George the Older. Well, I understand that, but you can like write a list of the stuff you don't have. That way when you see it live, you just have the list in your pocket. See how that works? It's like a shopping list. Sorry, I didn't mean to spew logic at you. Alright, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those, let me know. Alright, next item. This is really cool. We started out with 5 of these. 2 of them went in pre-sale. So now we have 3. So before mints make their coins, they do a trial run with what basically are called trial tokens. And sometimes they release the trial tokens as just like little souvenir sets, and that's what these are. So these are 2004 Canada test token set. There is 1 token for each of the coins. So that would be the dollar coin, that would be the $2 coin, the quarter, the other quarter, or that might just be a, yeah, I think that was like a special release quarter. Then the dime, penny, and nickel. So these are all the trial tokens from that year. on the exact same planchets that the coins would be struck on. Got one set going to Bo. By the way, two of the sets are sealed. The first two that get it will get the sealed ones. I had to open one to show it to you guys. So 2 still available. All right, Wayne, I will need you to send me an email by the end of the night. My email, if you look up on the little bottom corner, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. The email has to have your personal info, shipping info, channel name, if you're going to pay with PayPal or Cash App, and what email you use for that payment method. If I don't get that email by the end of the night, you will not get it. But for right now, your name's on one of them. And welcome. Doug says you're good folk, so I believe Doug. Because I know Doug is good folk. Give me 1 second. I gotta make Wayne a card real quick. Yep, Doug beat you to it, Bo. Doug said he's going to take the last open one. So last one going to Doug. All right. It's definitely a unique item. Oh, Bo, I know you're into Ancients. 3 out of the 4 Ancients are still available if you were interested in any of them. All right, on to World Silver. First one, I'm going to need the scope because it's a smaller coin. Yeah, that's fine. Sunday is just fine. All right, so we're kicking off and finishing off all the Canada stuff with a 1965 10-cent, 80% silver AU toned for $4. Anybody? Oh, it's all good, man. Since we're doing Thursdays for right now, that means that technically you have up until next Wednesday night. So I appreciate it when you guys do get them in earlier because that's the money I use to go get the stuff for the next week. So the more payments I can get in earlier, the more stuff I can get for the next week. But you do have 7 days. I know. I know you hate sitting on stuff. You like to just get it done. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we're going to Peru. All right, so these are the one souls that were on the list for those of you on the mailing list. The 1869 went in pre-sale. So the next item up is the 1888 TF, one soul Peru. 90% silver AU, graded by Mr. Rick Snow. $50. Oh yeah, these things are nice. I wish I could keep these. These things are beautiful. Size of a silver dollar. Yeah, these things are gorgeous. Anybody? Yeah, there was also there was an 1869 YB on the list, but that one went in pre-sale. Did you ever finally get through that box, Doug? Did you get it all sorted finally? All right, moving on. That's surprising. I thought sure somebody would be all over these. Next up is the 1890 TF. Also AU, graded by Mr. Rick Snow. This one's for $45. You're 80% through it? That was a lot of stuff. You had a lot of stuff packed into that box. That was almost proof-like. That's got some frost to it. Yeah, it took you about a year to fill it. All right, moving on. Last one of these is 1894 TF. Over $45. Also AU, graded by Mr. Rick Snow. Just one of them or all? Nope, Jags fan's grabbing them. Jags fan, by the way, was also the one that got the 1869 in pre-sale. So now he's grabbing all four. Gratzer. Hey, roadies. All right. Our one Netherlands coin went in pre-sale, so we are now on to Britain. In Britain, the 1896 3 pence went in pre-sale. And again, just a reminder to everybody, in case you weren't here when I said it the first couple of times, The live stream with Rick Snow front that is going to be streaming from his shop here in town, Eagle Eye Rare Coins. It'll be a live stream plus a sale. February 8th. That's a Saturday. Starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. It's official. If we get a good enough turnout, he's agreed that he'd be interested in doing it as a twice-a-year thing. So help get word out and get people there. We need a big turnout. All right, next up. Okay, so yeah, so the 1896 3 pence went for in pre-sale. So we are starting off with the 1943 pence. There's two of them. One is a VF, one's an AU. VF is $3, AU is $5. 50% silvers. Here's the VF. There will be. I haven't done it yet. So just keep an eye out on my channel. I will be doing a full advertisement thing for people to share out. And then also on my Facebook page, I'll be doing a thing. So if anybody wants to share it on Facebook groups. And then this is the AU. That's the $5 one. If anybody's never seen them, I do have 2 interviews with Rick on my channel already. There's one that's a video, and then there's one that was a live stream. So it was the one that I had to play it through the live stream because it messed up. It wouldn't let me upload it for some reason. All right, moving on. Next up is 6 pence. All right, the 1865 went in pre-sale, so 6 pence is going to be kicking off with the 1919. 925 sterling silver in good. $3. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 1920. 925 sterling silver. Also in good for $3. All right, moving on. To the 1921. This one's in a VG for $3. On to the 50% silver years. King George the Older. And no love for Britain tonight, huh? All right, moving on to the 1929 VG for $3. So start jumping through these a bit quicker just to get through them then. If anybody wants a date, just say Ben and the date. All right, moving on. To 1935. This one's in a fine for $4. 50% silver, 6 pence. All right, moving on. Now we're into the King George the Younger. 1939 VF. This one is actually a VF toned. Going for $3. It's kind of hard to see it on camera. You can sort of see that the entire top half of that has like the darker toning. And there's a bit of toning all around the obverse there. Alright, moving on. Alright, next one up, we have 3 available. One is EF, one is AU, one is BU. These are 1942s. The EF is $4. The AU is $6. The BU is $10. So here's the EF. That's the $4 one. Here is the AU. That's the $6 one. And the BU. This is the $10 one. Then 19, 20, and 29. You got it, sir. 20. And 29. And Wayne, we do hold packages. If you want to maximize your shipping, we can hold your package till you fill it up. Just let me know if you want to do that, or if you just want to ship it right out. So yeah, this is the beautiful BU for $10. Anybody on any of these? EF, AU, or BU? All right, moving on to the 1943 BU for $10. Oh, and Wayne, since you're new here, never be afraid to make an offer on something or ask about bundle deals or anything like that. That's a very common occurrence here. Worst I can say is no, right? So do not be afraid to make offers on stuff. All right, moving on. And just in case it matters, I don't ship international. All right, last 6 pence, 44 VF, $3. And I did get your email. Thank you, sir. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those 6 pence, let me know. We are now on to shillings. Got 3 shillings tonight. First one is a 1933 EF at $6. She got some toning on it. Looks pretty cool. I forgot to put toning on it when I labeled it. Whatever. All good. All right, next up. 1936 EF. Going for $6. All right, moving on. And the last shilling, 1938. VF for 4. All right, moving on. And the last of Britain, we do have 2 half crowns tonight. First one is 1921. $50 silver in a good, going for $8. Oh, that one's a florin. I have that mislabeled. I have these both mislabeled. Hang on. On the fly fix. Give me a sec. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to fix it real quick. Florins. Do 1921. All right, fix that. Fix that. Remove that. All right, corrected coin, corrected price, all that fun stuff. All right, 1921 florin. And good. $4. There we go. And then while you guys are thinking on that one, I'm going to fix the other one real quick. Because apparently I was not paying attention at all when I did those. All right, got the other one corrected as well. Anybody on the florin? Now $4, now that I actually have it labeled correctly. And I just got to fix the insert real quick. And going to Doug. There you go. Now the insert is corrected as well. Watched a comical video once explaining when England changed their denominations in the 70s. Oh yeah, when they went to the decimal system. Alright, then let me fix the insert on this other one real quick, and then I will get it under the camera. All right, and then the other one, now that it's corrected, 1933 florin. VF for $5. Going to Doug, right, sir. All right. All right, if anybody decides you want any more of that Britain, let me know. Hey, Thomas. All right, next up we got one coin from Greece. It is a 1960 20 drachma. 83.5% silver and fine for $8. Argument could be made for low VF, but I wanted to play it safe. So I marked it as a fine. So if it is a low VF, you're getting a really good deal. Oh yeah. All right. Moving on. Oh. Going to Thomas. Thomas, so we've never shipped to you, have we? Okay, I need an email from you by the end of the night. The email needs to have your personal info, shipping info, your channel name, if you're going to use PayPal or Cash App, and what email you use for that payment method so I can invoice you at the end. If I don't get that by the end of the night, you will not get your coin. Thank you, sir. And also, again, Thomas and Wayne, let me know if you guys want your packages held to maximize your shipping or not. All right. Next up, we are going to Germany. Hold the package, let you fill it up. All right, I will put a note on here real quick. Hold till full. Got it. All right, so Germany, the 1906 half mark, and then the 1937 2 mark went in pre-sale. So we're kicking off with the 5 mark coins. First one, this is one of the oldies, the old 90% silver ones. 1935A. This was the Hindenburg years. 90% silver, AU toned, and going to Wayne. Congrats, Wayne. Oh. Did I ever show you the reverse? I don't think I did. There's your reverse. Oh, yeah. All right. Next up. $1968 G, 5 marks. This is the Johannes Gutenberg commemorative. 62.5% silver BU, $10. Ooh, shiny. Glaring at the camera. Going to Doug. Grass Doug. All right, next up is the 1974 D. Immanuel Kant commemorative. BU $10. All right, moving on. All right, next one. I've got two of these available. These are 1975 F, commemorating the European Monument Protection. They're both BUs. They're both $10. There's one that has some toning on it, and one that doesn't. So if anybody bends one, let me know. Do you want the one that's got the toning or the one that doesn't? There's your comparison side by side. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last one. From Germany tonight. Oh, come on. Work with me. Is 1977 G. Henrik von Kleist. BU for $10. Kinda, yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it was him as a kid. I don't know. All right, moving on. If anybody just says you want any more of that Germany, let me know. All right, next up, we got one coin from Italy. It is the 1961 500 Lyre. Oop, that's the wrong coin. That's the right coin. 83.5% silver AU. $14. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up, Mexico. I've got 2 coins. They're technically the same coin, but there's 2 of them available. They are 19.50 25 centavos. They're both VFs at $3 each. 30% silvers. These are basically the equivalent of like U.S. war nickels, silver-wise. And Wayne has taken both. You got it, sir. All right. Next up, we got one from France. It's the one I accidentally showed a minute ago. 1919, 2 francs. 83.5% silver, VF, $9. Going to Thomas. Gratzer. All right, next up, we are going to New Zealand. Kicking off New Zealand is a 1939 3 pence AU. 50% silver, $8. And it is going to just try and nuke out the camera. The only reason it's an AU is just that little bit of wear on the cheek. That's it. Moving on to the 1935 6 pence. 50% silver VF. Only 560,000 of these were minted. And figure at least 80% of those have probably been melted down by this point. Going for $8. And going to Wayne. Gratzer. All right, last coin from New Zealand is 1934 shilling. 50% silver, VG, $5. If they're into world silver, yeah, they're definitely going to like it here. I've got a bunch of it every week. I'm pretty sure I sell more world silver than anybody else on YouTube. And I'm one of the few people that actually has ancients. Moving on. Who isn't into cheap silver? All right, next up, we got one coin from Japan. It is the 1960 100 yen. 60% silver, extremely fine, going for $5. Anybody? Let's put that right. There we go. Now it's right side up. Going to Thomas. Congrats, sir. Alrighty. Next up, we have one coin tonight from Austria. It is a 1970 10 shilling. 64% silver, extremely fine, $6. All right, moving on to Switzerland. First up, 1932 5 francs. 83.5% silver, extremely fine, $16. And this one's toned. Got like a cool antique toning going on. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Alright, moving on to the 1933, extremely fine, $16. Moving on. And the last one is 1935, 5 francs. This one's an AU for 20 bucks. Starting to get some toning spots. Hey, Moose Socks. You want a bundle for all 3? How about 45 bucks? Make some 15 bucks each. Best I can do. Saves you $7. You got it, sir. You are very welcome. All right, and the last of these, as we make our transition into U.S. coins, 1944 D, 20 centavos. USA Philippines, 75% silver. That's probably like a gem BU. But go for 10 bucks. And going to West Side. Congrats, sir. All right, next up. I've added to this bag a little bit since last time you saw it. It is now 2.7 ounces of junk silver. Hey, Kelly. So you got like no date barbers, you got no date standing lib quarters. You got a pretty beat up. It's a barber dime. But it is 2.7 ounces of silver weight in this bag. Going for 95 bucks. Silver at this very moment is $30.64. So 30.64 times 2.7. So $82.73 is the current melt on this. So based on the fact that I price these based on what melt is at the time. I got to account for PayPal fees. Trying to see if I can lower it at all. Because PayPal fees, you know, I don't want to lose money. But I like to get it as close to, you know, whatever the best price I can do is. I mean, pretty much, I mean, I could only knock $1 off, so 94 bucks if anybody wants it for 94 bucks, because I'm going to lose $9 off the top on PayPal fees. But it would not take much of a jump in silver prices for that to now be a melt higher than what you paid. And there is an old 3 center in there too. That's an old silver 3 center right there. All right, moving on. One second, I'm moving everything over on my desk or on my little table here. I can say this on that bag. If somebody were to buy it and make sure to pay friends and family, I could probably do like $90 on it. So it'd be a bit better deal. All right. Here is a very cool item. I rarely ever get a hold of these things. So get it while I have it. This is a 1908 drape bust half cent. It is an about good. There's estimated 500 survival all grades of this coin. And yes, 50 bucks is still under list. How often do you guys get a shot at a drape bust half cent? Hey, Bill. Wow, nobody. That is actually surprising. I thought sure somebody would have jumped on this one. All right, moving on. Next up is an 1851 braided hair large cent. It is a VG. It is cleaned, which is why it's only 10 bucks. But still a really nice piece for a, fill a hole in a collection. Worth every bit of 10 bucks. moving on. Next up is 1858 small letters, Flying Eagle cent. Yeah, MJ, I'll do you that one for $8. Hey, mean one. Braided hair large cent going to MJ for $8. Got it, sir. You're very welcome. All right, 1858, small letter, Flying Eagle cent in fine. Rick Snow auction is live from his shop here in town Saturday, February 8th. Starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. Which is 2 o'clock Arizona time. We're on mountain time right now. Is it? No, it'd be 4 Eastern. There's a 3-hour difference. 4 o'clock Eastern. All right. Oh, by the way, if anybody doesn't know how to tell on the Flying Eagles, on the obverse, if the A and the M are touching, then it's a large letter. If they're not, then it's a small letter. Just in case anybody didn't know how to tell the difference on a Flying Eagle cent. All right. I'm actually surprised nobody grabbed that. Moving on. Next up. 1905 Indian cent AU red brown, $30. How often do you see Indian cents that look like that? There's just the slightest amount of wear on the high points. Somebody better add this thing to your collection. This thing is freaking gorgeous. $30, anybody? Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in your ear. Wow, nobody. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got 2 of these available. These are 1909 Lincoln proof sets for the pennies. All 4 of the 1909 S proofs. Going for $10. It's only $2.50 per proof. They are. They are the old copper bronze planchets. And then here is the second one. $10 each. If anybody wants both, I'll give you a discount. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for $16. That makes them $8 each. Saves you $4. Keep one, give one as a channel giveaway, or give it to a kid. Oh, Wayne's coming in late on the Flying Eagle. You got it, sir. $1909? What's a $1909? These are 2009. Did I say 1909? I meant to say 2009 if I said 1909. Sorry about that. All right, moving on. All right, I've got to use the restroom real quick, so give me a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We still got 2 cents. We got 3 centers coming. We got 1 silver and 2 of the nickel years, or 2 of the nickel coins. We still got nickels. We got Seated Liberty half dimes. We got silver dimes, silver quarters, silver half dollars, cap bust, Seated Liberty, all kinds of good stuff still on the way, so stick around. I will be back in a few moments. All right, sorry about that wait. All right, we are on to 2 centers. Got 3 2 centers tonight. First one, 1864 large motto in a VG, going for $20. I'd love to find a hiding small motto version of these just once. All right, moving on to the 1867 VG, $20. That one's almost a fine. If you can fully make out we, then it's a fine. You can definitely see some of it. Yeah, you can see part of it, but not the whole thing. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, and then the last one is 1868 VG. This one's going for 30. It's a bit better date. If anybody wants all 3, I'll do all 3 for $60. Saves you $10 if you get all 3. And Wayne's taking that deal. Kratzer. All right. Next up. $18.53. Silver 3-center. 75% silver, about good. It does have that little bit of damage up here, so it's priced as a pour at 25 bucks. These things are getting harder to come across. Anybody? I can go as low as 20 if anybody wants it for 20. Anybody at 20? All right, moving on to the nickel 3-centers. All right, so there's two of these available. They're both 1866s. They're both in fine, and they're both 30 bucks each. So here is number one. And here is number two. Anybody? All right, moving on. That's surprising. 3-centers almost never make it to a second sale. All right, next up. Just a little out of order, but all good. There are 5 V-nickel bundles. I've got 2 bundles available. They're 8 bucks each. Less than $2 a coin. So first one is a 1901. 1903. There's some cool dark toning. 1904. 1910. And 1911. Anybody on that bundle? All right, moving on. Bundle number 2. 1903. 1904. 1911. 1912. And 12 Denver. If anybody wants both bundles, I'll do both for 14. Save you $2. All right, moving on. All right, started off with 2 graded nickels. One of them went in pre-sale. It was the 1961 went in pre-sale. So the next item up. Come on. Is the 1963 Jefferson Proof. NGC Proof 64, going for $10. Wholesale price. All right, moving on. All right, and then next up, got the 2002S and 2003S. DCAM nickel proofs. $2 each. Or if anybody wants both, I'll do both for $3. Saves you $1. All right, moving on. Next up, got 2 Seated Liberty half dimes. One of these was actually, I realized, was mislabeled on the list, so I had to correct it before the stream. The 1856 O I originally had on there as a Seated Liberty dime. It's actually a half dime. But the first one is 1839. 90% silver and good, 35 bucks. It's not often I can actually get some half dimes in. Man, tough crowd. Nobody wants the old American tonight. All right, moving on. All right, and then the other one, 1856 New Orleans. Something a VG, estimated 350 survival in all grades on this coin. Oh, for 50 bucks. If nobody grabs this tonight, you may very well not see that one again. I might actually put that one in my collection. So if anybody wants that, you better grab it now. Yeah, I do get a handful of them from time to time. It's just rare. And the more time goes on, the harder they're getting to get a hold of. All right, moving on. Next up, got a couple of silver proof dimes. Oh yeah, all of them are very low mintage and even lower survival rates. 2009. 90% silver proof decam. Going for $4. Anybody? No, like I said, I honestly, I thought somebody would have snatched those up. Hey, Dandy Dave. Just like I thought somebody would have snatched up that freaking gorgeous AU Indian cent, and I thought somebody would have snatched up the Drake Bush half cent. But they didn't. 1856 Ben on the seated. All right, you got it, sir. So that one. Yeah, Dandy Dave, a bunch of the old American stuff is still available, surprisingly. So if there's any of it you were hoping to get, just let me know. And I'll let you know if it's still available. Working with astronaut suit on. Fun, fun. All right, and then the other one, this is the Uber year, the 2012. 90% silver proof decam, $6. You have the 1858, very nice. All right, moving on. All right, next up, silver proof quarters. For this week, we are kicking off with the 2011s. Chickasaw. Olympic. Glacier. Gettysburg. And Vicksburg. I'm going to give you guys the better deal tonight. Or $55 for the year. If you get the whole year, it saves you $15. Makes them $11 each. All 90% silver proofs. Here's your Chickasaw. Olympic. Glacier. Gettysburg. And Vicksburg. Anybody? $14 each or $55 for the year. Normally I do $60 for the year on these, so I'm giving you guys a better deal tonight. Just to be nice. All right. Guess nobody wants it. Moving on. And then we do have the Uber year tonight, the 2012s. Acadia. Denali. Choco Culture. Hawaii Volcanoes. And El Yunky. All right, normally I would do $75 for the year on these. I'm going to do you guys one really good deal tonight. $60 for the year, tonight only. That's $30 off. That is my basically my break-even price. But because it's the beginning of the year, I'm going to throw in an even better deal for tonight only. So don't ever say I don't do nothing for you guys. Anybody wants both years? $100. That makes them $10 each. And Doug is taking that deal. That is my break even on those. For the all of it combined. So congrats to Doug. All right, this next lot, I'm going to give you guys another really good deal tonight. So this is a full roll of the 2023 S NIFCs, the Edith Kanaka. You can only get these if you bought them from the mint. That's why they're NIFCs. They are not intended for circulation. My normal price on these is $40, which is only $1 a coin. For tonight only, I'm going to give you guys another screaming deal. Tonight only, $25. 1.5 times face. Wow, even at $25, nobody wants that. All right, moving on. All right, next up, this one is pretty much the, well, it's one of the showcase items for tonight. $18.25, a capped bus $half. Ooh, blurry. VG for $80. Anybody? Gotta be somebody out there who'd like to add a cat bus half to your collection. Wow, nobody. All right, moving on. That's surprising. Next up. $18.59 New Orleans. Seated Liberty half. 90% silver and good. Going for $55. Wiggle room on which one, Danny Dave? Or you asking about the cat bus half or the Seated Liberty? I can give you a discount on both. Which one did you want? I asked, which one do you want? Can't hear, he's got that astronaut helmet on. All right, well, let's see. I really like Dandy Dave. He's a good guy. So, let's see. Danny Dave, I can go 120 for both. I would knock 15 bucks off. So it'd make this one 70 and this one 50. Okay. Anybody else want that deal? How about 110? I can do 110. That'd be my absolute lowest. All right, 110 it is. You got it, sir. Alrighty. All right, next up, we got another Rick Snow special. 1917S with the S reverse. Walking Liberty. It's in a VG for 45 bucks. Graded by Rick Snow. So the reason it says S reverse is because this is one of the years that you have an S obverse version too for the mint mark. But this one is right there. Oh, I know. I'm aware. Anybody? $45. All right, moving on. Next up is a 1986 S Statue of Liberty. Commemorative $50 going for $4. Proof decam. Do I have a 19S Walker lying around? I do not. That is, yeah, that's the only Walker I actually have in stock at the moment. Nice. Hey, I hope you get it soon. Give me a second, I'm just looking at something real fast. Alright, I mean, that's not a terribly low mintage one. Estimated survival, 75,000 out of original mintage of 1.5 million. It's definitely one of the better dates. I mean, even at a VG10, you're already at 110 bucks. This thing jumps fast, though, man. Ooh. Mint State 63, $10,000. I'll keep an eye out. I might be able to find like a low grade one. I always keep an eye out for anything from the teens. Alright, next up, Kennedy has the silver proofs. The 1910, 11, and 12 all went in pre-sale, so we still have the two 2009s available. VG-ish. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. So these are 15 bucks each. Anybody? Just a quick reminder for anybody who has just recently come on. February 8th, that is a Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern is when the stream and sale with Mr. Rick Snow is going to be. It is going to be live from his shop, Eagle Eye Rare Coins. So make sure you make a note of it. If we have a good enough turnout and the stream goes well enough, he said that he might be interested in doing it as a twice a year kind of thing. So spread word. I'm just surprised nobody wants these. All right, moving on. Next up, we have one Sacagawea today. And it is from the Hoopty year 2012. This is pretty much the most sought after year of the Sacagawea as well, because it has by far one of the coolest reverses. And it's going for $6. I love that reverse. That reverse is freaking awesome. Anybody? Going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. Okay, I will keep an eye out for it. All right, next up we got the $2,009, all approved decams. Or as usual, or $12 for the set. There's your James Bolt, Zachary Taylor, John Tyler, and William Henry Harrison. Anybody? $12 each, or $12 each, $4 each, or 12 for the set. All right, moving on. All right, last bit before we do the recap. The 2010 James Buchanan, Millard Fillmore, and Franklin Pierce. I only have 3 out of 4 of that one. Or 9 for all. Nope, not fall. 9 for all. All right, guys. My wife's got to head out for work here shortly, so give me a few minutes, and then I will do the recap. I just want to get a couple of minutes with her before she's got to head out. Then I will go over everything that is still available for anybody who came in late. Just give me a few moments. Oops, sorry about that. All right, let me try that again. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, I was mentioning that I found out somebody else that we know is in the pathway of the Palisades fire, but they put a post up letting everybody know that he's, at least for right now, he's okay. So, all right. 359 to 336 BC, Kingdom of Macedonia, Philip II bronze is still available. 244 to 249 AD Rome, Philip I silver Antoninus is still available. And the 591 to 628 AD Sasanian kings, Second Persian Empire, Kuso II, 90% silver drachma AU is still available. Did anybody want to see those again? The Philip II is $85. The Philip I is $50. And the Kuso II is $85. And I can work out a bundle deal for those if anybody's interested in all three. Man, just no love for ancients tonight at all. All right. All right, the mixed date Canadian small cent roll is still available. Is anybody interested in that one? It's a mixed date. I had it out for $5. If anybody wants it, I'll do it for $4. All right. All Canadian large cents are still available. That's 76H, 1882H, 1884, 1888, and 1901. Any interest in those? All right, 1965 10-cent Canada, 80% silver AU toned is still available at $4. It's the last of these Canadian items still available. All right, Britain. For the 3 pences, both 1940s are still available. There's the AU and the VF. For the 6 pence, 1919 in good. 1921 in VG. 1936 in fine. 1939 VF toned. All three of the 1942s, the 43, and the 44. Again, those are 6 pences. 42 and 43 both have BU options at $10 each. Yep, I'm still here doing the recap of all the stuff that didn't go. Just in case anybody wants to pick up anything at the end here. All right. All three shillings are still available from Britain: 33, 36, and 38. Anybody on those? Those are all 50% silver on all those Britons. Except for the 1919 sixpence is the only one that's 925 sterling. All right, Germany, 1974 D, 5 marks, Immanuel Kant. BU, both 1975 F, European Monument Protection, BUs. And 1977 G, 5 marks, Henrik von Kleist, BU. Those are all $10 each. If anybody wants one of each, I'll give you a deal. The Immanuel Kant, 1 Monument Protection, and the Henry von Kleist. I can do it for like $24. So drop them to $8 each. It'd save you $6. $24 for all three is the deal for the Germanys. Be one of each of the three and drop them from $10 to $8, so you save $6. 75 toner from what? I need more than 75 toner. Tell me what the coin was. You got it. So that German deal is going to West Side. Yeah, 1975 what? Was it a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter? Was it a specific country? Or were you talking about the Germany? Okay, yeah, that was the Germany. All right, I got it. Here you go, Westside. The toner on that one and that one. I got it figured out. Okay, Wayne, I will show them again when I get there. All right. So that leaves the other Monument Protection one for $10 if anybody wanted it. Cursing at the TV. Is your team losing or something? All right. The 1961 500 Lyre Italy AU is still available at $14. Anybody on that one? All right. New Zealand, the 39 3 AU and the 34 shilling are both still available. Anybody on those? All right, the 1970 10 shilling Austria EF is still available. Anybody on that one? That's the last world silver coin. And again, if anybody wanted bundles on any of the world silver, let me know. All right, the 2.7 ounce assayed silverweight U.S. junk silver is still available at 95 bucks. And Wayne, the large cent went in to MJ. The 1851 braided hair went to MJ. The 1808 Drape Bus half cent is still available. Anybody want to see that one again? Estimated 500 survival, all grades. It's an about good. I had it at 50, but I can do it at like 45 if anybody wants it at 45. Give me an extra $5 off. Roch, there it is. 1808. Half center. Draped bust. Anybody want that one at 45? I had it priced at 50, but I'll do it for 45 if anybody wants it at 45. Which is still well below list, by the way. $45 is a smoking good deal. All right. Well, that's still available if anybody wants it. I'm going to show you this one again just because it's too pretty not to. Because this one's still available. This is that AU Red Brown 1905 Indian. This one's only 30 bucks, guys. Little bit of wear on the highest points. That's it. How often do you see them looking like that? But that one's still available, 30 bucks. If anybody wants that one. Wayne, here's the 3 center. 1853, about good. It does have that bit of damage on the obverse, so this is the one that I had priced as a pour. So I got it at 25 bucks. I can go 20 if you want it for 20. I can drop it down to 20. All right. All right, and then the two 2009 Lincoln penny sets are both still available, the proof sets. Both of the nickel 3 centers, they're both 1866 and fines, are both still available at 30 bucks each. Both the V nickel bundles are still available at 8 bucks each. The 1963 proof NGC proof 64 nickel, and the 2002 and 2003 Jefferson proof nickels are all still available. Anybody on any of the rest of the nickel stuff, or the 3 centers? Here's the other 2 3 centers, the nickel ones. Both fines. All right. The 1839 Seated Liberty half dime is still available. It's a good at 35 bucks. Anybody want to see that one again? Here you go, Dandy Dave. 1839 Seated Liberty half dime. I'll give you $5 off if you want it. I'll go 30 bucks instead of 35. You got it. Going to Danny Dave for 30. All right, the 2012 silver proof dime is still available at $6. Anybody want to come in on that? Like I said, guys, if anybody wants to make offers or wants to know about bundle deals or anything, just let me know. All right, the BU roll of the quarters. It's the 2023S Edith Kanakas. Those are the San Francisco NIFC BUs. Yes, the 2009. Well, the 2009 dime is sold. It's the 2012. But yes, the 2012 dime is silver. Yes, ma'am. 90% silver proof. All right, going to Kelly. You got it, ma'am. All right, so the roll of quarters, I said I would do it tonight at 25. Down from 40. $15. It's a $15 markdown. That was this one. Two and a half times face for a BU roll of NIFCs. That's less than it costs to buy it from the mint. If anybody wants it. All right, the 1917 S Reverse Walking Liberty $half is still available. Graded by Rick Snow as a VG. The 1986 S Statue of Liberty commemorative $half and the 2009 $half. Anybody on any of the $half? All right, and then after that was just the presidential dollars. 2009s and the 3 2010s. So last chance on everything. You're very welcome, sir. All right, final call. Anybody else want to know about anything? Anybody else want to know about bundle deals or anything of that nature? How much for all the $half? Well, let's see. That was actually my phone. Let's see, it's $45 for the Walking Liberty, $4 for the Statue of Liberty, and then the 2009 Kennedys are $15 each. But I can give you a bundle deal on all of them if you want all of them. See, I can go from 45 to 40 on the Walking Liberty. I I can drop the Statue of Liberty down to 3. And then, what the heck? I'm in a good mood. I'll go 12. I can go $12 each on the Silver Kennedys. So it'd be 67 for all of them. Normal price would have been 79, so that's $12 off. And that deal's good for anybody. Shipping, let me see real quick. I'm pretty sure you'd just be in the $6 shipping, but let me double check. Just depends on what the weight is. As long as it's under 4 ounces, which I think it is. Yeah, definitely. Shipping will be $6. So it'll be $73 total. Yep, you can use Cash App. My email is right there, bottom right side of the screen, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. And I would need an email from you that has your personal info, your shipping info, your channel name, and then what email you use for your Cash App. All right, cool. Give me that email. You can wait for me to send a request on Cash App, or you can just send it if you want. It's $73 is going to be your total. So let me adjust these prices to what I told you. So that's down to 40. That one's down to 3. That was 40, 43. And then I think I did $12 each on those, I think. Yeah. There we go. All right, got you down for it. I just need the email and the payment. All right, anybody else? Bundle deals. Last calls. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. It's right there by the squirrel, the little squirrel picture. That's the email for it. It'll say Louis Cachera on there. You're in the right place. And then just make sure you get me that email. Where did I put it. There it is. Here goes awesome ancients, just so you guys can see them one more time. Just because they're awesome. And I like showing ancients off. That's the Sasanian King one. Kuso II. That's the Philip I from Rome. Silver Antoninus. And then this is the Kingdom of Macedonia, Philip II. Father of Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great might have held this coin. Yep, Louis Kuchera. That is correct, sir. And given the region, that means that, you know, Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, any of those guys, Claudius could have held this coin. Augustus. These are all people that might have held this coin in their hand at one time. That's why I love ancients, because of the history behind them and the possibilities. But, all right, last call on everything. Anybody? All right, guys, then if that's it. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming out. Nice to see so many new faces. That's awesome. All my new folks, make sure you tell your friends. Get them over here. All right, I just replied to your email, Scrubs. Yep, remember February 8th. Lost and Finding, welcome. Glad to have you. So at least for this month, this is going to be on Thursdays. I was doing Tuesdays before, but we've been having a better turnout on Thursdays. So I've been doing this for 6 years, weekly. So come back every week. We've got a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, you get the lot list a few days before every sale. As soon as you get it, you have the ability to pre-purchase items. We got the big stream and sale coming up next month with Rick Snow. Yep, I will be getting that up soon. So lots of cool stuff happening. Tell all your friends, get them all out here. Everybody, all my new folks, subscribe too. Help me out. Let's get the subs up. I'm still, after over 6 years, I'm still not even at the 1,000 subs yet. That's like loser for YouTube. Check it right now. I did get it, sir. Thank you. Now you just need to shoot me your address on email if you haven't already, because I need to know where to send it. But, all right, as always, guys, give me a little while to get all the invoices out. For my new folks, you will get, it's not a technical invoice, it's a request that I send, a request for payment that'll have it on there, unless you like got like a bunch of stuff and it doesn't fit. But every package you get will have printed itemized invoices in the package for each of the sales you were at for whatever, you know, is in your package. It will also come with a business card and a sticker. So, alrighty guys, I'm going to get out of here. And like I said, give me a little bit. It's going to take me a while to get all these invoices done, so give me some time. And everybody have a great night. And I will see you guys next time. Like I said, I'll be on at some point this weekend doing the monthly loot giveaway for last month. For my new folks, if you don't know, any one of my streams that you buy something in, it only happens once, but you get entered into a giveaway called the Monthly Loots. And then usually at the end of the month, lately I've been slacking off. I've been doing it 2 months at a time. But I do a drawing, and whoever got something is eligible to have their name drawn, and I give stuff away. And then we also have another one that hasn't happened in a year. But anytime that we do a sellout, I do a second giveaway. If we sell everything on the list, I take a percentage of the total money that came in and I put it aside. So like say if we sell out all 4 weeks of the month, then that's going to be a chunk of each one. And then with however much money is, say there's $800. I will go and I will find the best coin I can find for $800. And I will give it away to somebody that was at one of those sellout sales. And you can ask anybody that's been here for that. We've given away some really cool stuff on those sellout giveaways. But we haven't had a sellout in a year. So that's why I say we need to get more people up in here. Make them a more usual thing. So, all right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a great night. See you guys this weekend at some point for the giveaway.